Hello guys, welcome to Gyan Factory. So this is the third video of SAP UI5 end-to-end training. In the first video we discussed about the syllabus, and in second video we have installed the Web ID in our system so that we can do the practice. So if you have not viewed these two videos, please go and do that before this training, otherwise you will be lost. So in today's session we will discuss about HTML. So the today's session agenda is, first we understand what is HTML, and as I promised you, we will more focus on practical instead of a theory part. So I will I will be more focusing on practical, okay? And we will also see what is the difference in HTML and HTML5. Also we will see what is the difference in UI5 and HTML5. So why we are discussing this question? Because whenever you will be appear in an interview, वो आपसे सबसे पहले ये बेसिक क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे जिसका आंसर आपको पता होना चाहिए. ओके, सो HTML इज नथिंग बट इट इज स्टैंड फॉर Hypertext Markup Language. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, so as you can see, it is markup language, so it is not a programming language like C, Java, ABAP. Okay, so there is very big difference between markup language and programming language. क्या डिफरेंस होता है कि इन प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज हम प्रोसेसिंग लॉजिक लिख सकते हैं, बट इन मार्कअप लैंग्वेज वी कैन नॉट राइट एनी प्रोसेसिंग लॉजिक. ओके, सो दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन HTML and other languages. Okay, and also one more thing, HTML is nothing but it is a declarative language in nature. Okay, इसका क्या मतलब है कि जो भी हम HTML में लिखेंगे वही हमें मिलेगा. Okay, so here I told about 3 point. Okay, so why I am telling this again and again? Because this is very basic interview question, and if whenever you will be appear, anyone can ask this question to you. Okay, so this is the markup language. This you have to understand very clearly. Now let's move to HTML5. Okay, so HTML5 is nothing but it is the latest version of HTML. So if anyone asks you what is HTML5, then you can say like HTML5 is nothing but it is a latest version of HTML5. So why we are using HTML and HTML5? So we are using HTML to create a static web content. Okay, so let me write that. So static web content. Okay, so it is used for creating the static web content. Okay, इसका मतलब तुम्हें अगर अपनी एप्लीकेशन बनानी है और उसमें कुछ टेक्स्ट क्रिएट करना है या कोई बटन क्रिएट करना है, you can create with the help of HTML. Okay, so it is a static web content. You cannot write any dynamic logic or dynamic things with this HTML. Okay, so एक और चीज, सपोज यू हैव क्रिएटेड वन बटन. ओके, सो मेरा मतलब क्या है डायनामिक से मैं बताता हूँ. सपोज यू हैव क्रिएटेड सम बटन एंड आफ्टर क्लिकिंग ऑन दैट बटन यू वांट टू डू सम प्रोसेस. ओके, यू वांट टू प्रोसेस योर डेटा. फॉर एग्जांपल, so you have suppose compare button and you want to compare two values. So that logic you cannot write in HTML. You can create a button but you cannot compare two values with the help of that button. So this is very basic example to understand you why we are using HTML or HTML5. Okay, So now understand like what is HTML5 and HTML UI5. Okay, what is the difference in between these two? So the first thing, like HTML or HTML5 is maintained by the W3C company. Okay, so it means whatever things are coming in HTML, it is defining by the W3C company, but SAP UI5 is defining by the SAP company. So this is one of the basic difference. And the other difference is like HTML5 is nothing but it is a markup language, but UI5 is a framework. So we will see what is UI5 and why I am saying it is a framework. But whenever anyone asks you what is the difference in HTML5 or HTML and UI5, okay, so these two things at least you can tell them. Okay, so till now if you have any doubt, please comment me, I will clear those doubt. Okay, now we will see, like we will create a basic program, okay, for HTML. So why we are learning HTML? Because to learn UI5, first you have to understand the HTML, CSS and JavaScript, XML. So we will see step by step, and then we will integrate those things and create a UI5 application. Okay, so in today's class mostly we will see like what is HTML and how we can create so we will discuss about all the tags, okay, which is required to for HTML for UI5 application. Okay, there is many tags. So now let me create one project first. So how we can, so this is our web ID which we have installed in our last class. So here just you have to right click, okay, and you can create a new folder over here. So this folder is nothing but it is your project name. So give any project name over here. So I am giving like first program or first app. First application, okay, and press OK button. So you can see this folder has been created over here, okay, and it is having nothing. So now let's create one HTML file. So I'm creating one file. So just I have done the right click, okay, and here we have to give some file name. We can give any name, but I am giving index.html. We can give any name over here instead of index, okay, and now click on OK button. So here first of all we have to understand like HTML structure, okay. So what is HTML structure? So HTML is having three things. First is declaration, okay. So the declaration is nothing but it will declare like this is a HTML page or HTML document, okay. And then we have head part and body part of HTML. So what is head part? Head part is nothing but it is a brand of HTML, and it is used to keep the metadata information about the HTML page, and it is hidden from the end user. So it means whatever we write in head, it will support our HTML page, but it will not visible to the end user. And then we have body part. So what is body part? Body part is nothing but this section which makes the content visible to the end user. So whatever we will write in body part, तो end user को वो visible रहेगा, okay. So let's first, and one more thing we have to understand. So there is some key points which interviewer asks. So the first point is like HTML is not a case sensitive language, but it is recommended to use a small letter whenever we writing any HTML code, okay. Also most of HTML elements has starting tags and ending tags. So earlier what happened, like let's first create one page so that you can understand. So first of all, like I told you, there is three parts. So first part is declaration, that it is a HTML page. So here we have to declare like doc type HTML. Okay, so earlier this declaration was very big, okay, in HTML, but in HTML5 it is small. Just we have to write doc type HTML and this page will understand like it is a HTML page. So one more thing I want to add here, like जो अपना browser होता है, that understand HTML directly, means whatever you will write here, there is no need of compiler or anything. जो भी तुम्हारा browser होगा, it will understand HTML directly. So this will make your job easy. तो HTML में जो भी है, it is markup language, so we have different tags, we have to use tags. And also एक चीज हमें याद रखना है, it is using tree data structure. So what is tree data structure? तो जैसे कि हम बहुत लोगों ने अपनी इंजीनियरिंग में पढ़ा होगा कि we have different data structures like linked list और array. So इसी तरह जो HTML है वो क्या यूज करता है, ट्री डेटा स्ट्रक्चर यूज करता है. इसका मतलब कि एक टॉप में एक पेरेंट होता है या पेरेंट टैग रहेगा, उसके अंदर हमारे चाइल्ड टैग रख सकते हैं, मल्टीपल चाइल्ड टैग, और उस चाइल्ड के भी चाइल्ड टैग रह सकते हैं. तो उसी तरीके से ये यूज करता है. नाउ लेट मी राइट फर्स्ट, लेट मी स्टार्ट राइटिंग HTML. ओके, सो यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं कि जब भी मैंने HTML, सो एवरी HTML पेज विल स्टार्ट विथ HTML टैग एंड विल बी एंड विथ HTML टैग. सो कभी भी हमें कोई सा भी टैग, सो इसको हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, टैग बोलते हैं. ठीक है, जब भी हमें टैग एंड करना है तो उसके आगे में स्लैश लगा देना पड़ता है. इसका मतलब वो टैग वहां पे एंड हो जाता है. तो अब हम जो भी अपना कोड लिखेंगे वो हम कहाँ लिखेंगे, इस टैग के अंदर लिखेंगे. ओके, तो सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना है, जैसे कि मैंने कहा देयर इज 2-3 पार्ट्स. तो हेड, तो हमें एक हेड टैग बनाना पड़ेगा और एक बॉडी टैग बनाना पड़ेगा. ओके, तो अब हेड टैग में हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, मेटा डेटा लिख सकते हैं. अब फॉर एग्जांपल लेट मी राइट सम मेटा नेम इक्वल्स टू फॉर एग्जाम्पल कीवर्ड्स. तो ये हम कीवर्ड्स मेटा लिख रहे हैं. एंड व्हाट इज द कंटेंट ऑफ दैट कीवर्ड्स वी कैन राइट. तो देखो इस मेटा टैग में अब नेम और कंटेंट नाम की दो प्रॉपर्टी हैं विच वी आर यूजिंग. ओके, सी HTML इज वेरी सिंपल लैंग्वेज. वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर, जस्ट you can refer and you can write anything. Okay, so here I am giving some content. Okay, so for example I am giving here HTML, CSS, anything I can give, training, Gyan Factory, ओके. तो इस मेटा का क्या यूज है, तो जब भी हम गूगल पे कोई सी भी साइट सर्च करते हैं तो आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ कीवर्ड्स आ जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे मैंने हाना SAP सर्च किया, ठीक है, तो यू कैन सी गूगल ने इतने हमें रिजल्ट दिए, राइट. तो जो सारी वेबसाइट है वो अपने कंटेंट डिफाइन करके रखती हैं, जिससे कि गूगल अंडरस्टैंड करता है, ठीक है, कि उसको क्या दिखाना है. तो वो कंटेंट कैसे डिफाइन करती हैं, एज अ कीवर्ड्स ऑफ दैट वेबसाइट. ओके, देयर इज सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स which we can use to search that page, any website page, but this is the one thing which Google go and read of your website, and if your website contain that particular things. Okay, so let me search Gyan Factory for example. Okay, so Gyan Factory, if I giving here, so you can see I mean the website has already come, and you can see there is so many websites and materials which is available there. So it means, and here you can see also my number, and you can ping me for any doubt or in WhatsApp in this number. When I am available, I will reply you, or you can go to Gyan Factory website directly here, and here you can see the chat box. So let it open. So it is loading. So okay, actually the internet speed is little low, so I am sorry for that. So here you can see this chat window, so you can ask me anything from here also, and I will reply to you, so as and when I will be available. Okay, now you might be wondering how I am able to understand these. There is head tag, and there is HTML tag, there is meta tag. So these many things, how I am understanding, right? So here actually as I told you, W3C company has created this website, and they have also given this documentation which will help you to understand what all tags available for HTML. Okay, so you can see here there is so many tags in HTML which we can use. Okay, now quickly let me go to the body, and in the body let me give some let me create some label, or first of all let me create some heading like H1, and here let me write something like Gyan Factory, and let me save it. Now if I execute this, so how I can execute it? So just I have to select this file and click on this execution button, so this file will be executed. So you can see this Gyan Factory has been print in H1. So H1 is for heading tag. You can search heading tag from Google or from here also. So you can see here we are having heading tab. So we have these many heading tabs. So you can see these many H1, H2 till S6 we have this tag, and we can practice those tags. So here H2 tags, okay. So if I save it and if I refresh this page or rerun that application again, you can see this is H2. So this is very simple, guys. Okay, and likewise we can also create some input or label input. Okay, so here you can see I'm creating this label tag. So in this label tag I can give the text or label. Okay, so for example I am giving username, and I can create one input tag. Okay, and if I save it and if I refresh this, you can see one field will be added for me. And if I want another tag input, what I can do, I can write here password. So now there will be two fields. Let's see, you can see here, right? So now these two fields are coming in the same you can say same row, right? If you want to display, so you might be wondering why I have not put ending tab of input. Okay, so first let's discuss that. So as I told you, so earlier in HTML we have to end all the tag with the ending tag, but in HTML5 some of the tag not require the ending tag. Okay, so this is also one of the difference which you can tell. Okay, so just note down this. Okay, so you can see this now. If we want to bring it to the next line, we can use BR. So BR tag is for line break. Okay, and when I execute this, Okay, so I have written here, instead of here I have to write after input. So you can see here now, like it is coming in 2 lines. Okay, now suppose I have to create a form. So how I can create the form, and how I can put these things into the form. So here just I can go and create the form, and I can put these things inside the form. Okay, and here let me refresh this. So now these 2 things are coming under the form. Okay, so why I have put this in the form? So we can create one button over here. I can here add one button. So button is, again I have to add input, and if I give type equals to submit, so it will add button. So now let me execute. So I can refresh this, and here you can see this button has been created. So this type is a property. You can see all the properties of input over here in this W3 School website. So suppose now मुझे कलर फील्ड क्रिएट करना है या फिर डेट फील्ड क्रिएट करना है, तो आई कैन गिव डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इनपुट लाइक कलर and date. So you can see now, let me save it and execute it. I can either execute every time or I can refresh. So both the thing are similar. So you can see here color picker is came and the calendar is automatically came. So this is happening because of HTML5. So you can also write like HTML5 is having some advanced things. Okay, now suppose I have to add email, or so here suppose if I am giving username and some password. Oh, my password is visible. So here for password, you can see for this input I can give some type. So there is one type for password. So here I can give type is password, and when I execute now this, or when I refresh this, so if I give here abhi and if I give password, you can see now my password is not visible. Now for example, if I have to submit this, I have to when I click on submit, if I want to call something, some URL, I can give that action over here in the form. So if I give some action, and here if I give suppose http Gyanfactory, sorry, .com, and if I save it, so you can see now if I refresh this, and if I give any ID and password over here, and when I click on submit, it will go to the Gyanfactory.com website. So it is performing some action. Okay, so it may take some time due to, so here I am having some internet connectivity issue, that's why it is not coming, but you can see it has navigated. Okay, so why I am showing these things, because ये बहुत सारे ऑप्शन है हमारे पास different which we can use for HTML definitely. Okay, और आज के लिए हम यहीं एंड करते हैं अपनी क्लास। और आज का असाइनमेंट है आप लोगों के लिए कि आपको एक सबसे पहले वेब आईडी इंस्टॉल करना है और उसमें एक एप्लीकेशन बनाना है। उस एप्लीकेशन का नाम आप कुछ भी दे सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन दोगे तो अच्छा है। और देन उसमें आपको एक HTML की फाइल बनानी है और उसमें आपको एक फॉर्म बनाना है जिसमें कि आप एक एम्प्लॉय का एम्प्लॉय आईडी, एम्प्लॉय नेम एंड डेट ऑफ बर्थ और उसकी सिटी, एड्रेस, सो दीज थिंग्स आप कैप्चर करोगे उस फॉर्म में और वो फॉर्म मुझे दिखाओगे। अभी आप देख सकते हो कि लेआउट ठीक नहीं दिख रहा है, सॉरी, लेट मी रिफ्रेश दिस। ओके, तो अभी आप देख सकते हो लेआउट प्रॉपर नहीं है। हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में देखेंगे हाउ वी कैन manage this layout, okay, using CSS or some other options. Also, suppose if you have to display an image, let me talk about that image tag also. So in image, first of all, I can display the image from the local, from my application or from the web also. So let me load it from here. So first of all I have to import the image in my project. So first of all I am creating one folder for images. So give any name. So I am giving images, for example, the name, and in this folder let me upload some image from the desktop. So now I am going here and here I am importing some file, and that file will be image file. So here if I can see any image, okay, so I have selected one image and it has loaded over inside this folder. So you can see this image I have loaded, okay, and for this image I can give the path. So for image, so let me see here. So I want images, okay, so for images how I can give the path, okay, so here you can see different example. Oh, so I have to give the source, okay, so just let me come here and for image let me give the source. Now source will be our path, so the path will be images. So I am giving the relative path, that means my index.html file under this application. So if I have to map this image, so in this label we have image folder and this p1, so I am maintaining this image, this relative path. So images slash p1.png. Okay, now if I execute this, this image has not loaded somehow. Let me put it in proper place. So after label I have put it, let me put before form, and now let me execute this. Oh, I have written PNG, it is not PNG, it is JPG. So typing mistake, and now let me execute this, and you can see this image is loaded. So this is how we can also display the image. We can upload the image in our local folder. We can also give some internet path by using HTTP. So guys, I believe this is enough for today. So we will connect soon for next session, and we will discuss about the some HTML and then CSS part. So please complete your assignment before the next video, and if you have any doubt, do not forget to ping me, and as and when I will get time I will assist you. And please like and share this video if you really getting help, okay. So it is actually motivating me to create more videos for you guys. So thank you very much. Bye bye.